do my own, right? So I don't know. I'm always in hurry. Like finish this thing, do this thing, then all things finish in 25 minutes or 30 minutes. But the kind of flow there is, it's there in class, right? So I never. I think it's my still. I need to have one more incarnation for that. Ki, individually also I could get that flow, like slow pace and then all steps in sequence. And so I still have to learn a lot. Like if I have to do it individually, how to do that actually. So that still I could not achieve till date.
Sure. Makes
Manjeet, you can download one of Jay's session from the YouTube and you can practice wherever you go.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually. That's a good idea. I will follow that. Yeah. Because it needs those instructions and you have to in that frame and you have to go to in that frame and then you have to follow that. That is you cannot do that by yourself. That's a fact.
Understood. Yeah, you can try Nirmala's idea.
Sure.
Yes.
Thanks, Nirmala.
Basically, you are saying we need Jay's voice.
Yeah, actually, seriously,
without
Sento.
The
Seriously,
guidance is
Sento.
needed here.
I used to think like when I am not there in Juniper or when we retire, right? So then we have to request Jay to come to Zoom class and then continue live sessions on that.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Sure. we'll find some ways.
Sure. Because I want this to continue until I am on Earth.
On Earth. Thank you, Manjeet. Really, thanks for sharing. And all the best to your friend who's recovering from his operation.
By the way, I'm happy that I didn't join to your trip, Manjit.
No, but there were no rains, Sento. It was very good actually.
Still, the struggle you mentioned.
Yeah. Those 3 days working was really a struggle without monitor, without mouse, sitting on a hotel with small screen on laptop.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Thank you. With that, let us begin again. Our journey inward. Three deep breaths. Scan your body from the top of your head down to the toes and relax any part of the body that is not relaxed yet. Check the jaws, forehead. If you're holding on to any frowns on your forehead, let the next exhalation wash those frowns away. Check for tension on the shoulders. And then come to simply stay with each breath. If your mind is too distracted, at least to begin with, you can mentally say in as you breathe in and out as you breathe out mentally. If you have trouble settling down, you might notice your in breath and out breath may be of varying durations, may not be equal, and that is okay. That is how things are right now. And the in breath and out breath, the character reflects on the state of both the body and the mind. If you ever had a fever, you might have noticed a very labored breathing. And similarly, when you're angry, for example, or sad, if you have noticed, the breathing pattern could be entirely different. You might have noticed when you're joyful or peaceful, the ease of your breaths, the balance of your breaths. How miraculously fortunate we are to be here, to be aware. Palms to the heart center. Namaskara Mudra. Please dedicate this session to someone without any reservation. Chin to the chest. Opening your eyes. Inhaling, take the arms by the sides, pressing the palms, looking up. Exhaling, palms coming down, looking down. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. One more round. Inhaling, exhaling. Release. Come up to standing. Broad stance. 70% of your maximum. You're comfortably broad. Hands on the waist. Your feet are parallel to each other. Your toes are pointing directly forward. Inhale, center. Exhaling, go for a back bend. Move your hips forward. Take your arms up and toward the back. Look up. Next exhalation, bend from the hips forward, hugging yourself tightly, chin to the chest, head down. You can bend your knees, not a problem. 4 more rounds. After completing 5 rounds, hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up to the sides, parallel to the ground, palms facing the front. Inhale, center. Exhaling, bending toward the right leg. Allow the right arm hang loose behind the right leg. Left arm up toward the ceiling and then take the left arm toward the right wall. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, go the other way. Upper arm is near the upper ear. Inhaling, center. 4 more rounds. You can make the physical movements into yoga practice with your diligence and attention and breath coordination. After completing 5 rounds, hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. In fact, you can make any activity into yoga practice with your diligence and attention. Arms up to the sides, parallel to the ground, palms facing the front. Inhale, center. Exhaling, twisting to the right as best as you can. Turn your head. Look past the right shoulder. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, twisting to the left. Inhaling, center. 4 more rounds. After completing 5 rounds, hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Slightly turn the toes outward, the feet. Open your feet just a bit out. Arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Next, inhalation, bend your knees and sit back in an imaginary chair behind you as much as you can. Exhaling, straightening up. 4 more rounds. Keep your back as straight as you can as you bend your knees. Even if you are leaning forward, keep the back straight. After completing, bring your feet comfortably closer, release your arms, stand relaxed. Take another deep breath, exhale. Remember, the practice is to be diligently following the spirit of the practice, only up to what your edge allows right now with this breath, that is diligence, and your full attention to your own experience, body, breath, and mind. No competition, no winning. No, nothing to prove. Front of the mat, Tadasana. Namaskara Mudra. 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara with loving attention and breath coordination. Begin. And if the mind wanders away from the practice and you are on autopilot, when you notice that, you're already back to the practice. Begin again. After completing, separate your feet comfortably. Relax your arms, shoulders, soft gaze forward and down. And allow the breath to normalize also. No need to force it to normalize. Merely allowing it to normalize. Because life does not really need our help. It needs us to not interfere. But with our lifestyle, we interfere unconsciously and consciously. Three deep breaths. Today, let's approach few Veerabhadrasana variations. We'll first start with Veerabhadrasana, third variation, which is a balancing practice. To prepare for the balancing practice, stand with your back against the wall first. Let's do a warm up with single leg One. Feet close together, hands on the waist. Bend your right knee and bring the right knee up. Now your entire weight is on your left foot. Keep your abdomen engaged. Now you can feel the weight on your left foot and the experience of having the weight on the left foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the right foot down. Take a deep breath, exhale. Bring the left knee up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the left foot down. You might find the right and left leg standing to be very different experiences. You might find one side being more stable or less effort than the other. Make a note of it. That is how things are right now, and we don't have any quarrel with the reality as it is right now. Take another deep breath. Right knee up the front. Place your right palm on the right knee and gently take the right knee toward the wall as best as you can. Opening your hip. Allow the lower leg to hang down. Hang down. Lower leg is hanging down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee to the front and release the right foot down to the mat. Take a deep breath. By the way, this practice is also a very good practice for Vrikshasana practice. Bring your left knee up. Place the left hand on the left knee. Right hand can be on the right waist, and then slowly open your left knee toward the wall. Allow the lower left leg to hang down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee to the front and release. Yes, Santo. Yeah, you might find your glutes and the side thigh muscles doing or waking up and asking, what are you doing? So that's quite normal. Take a deep breath, exhale. Now, stand facing the wall. Place feet close together. Place the palms on the wall, shoulder width apart. Shoulder width apart. Now, slowly walk back and palms walking down. Bring your arms and spine in alignment. Walk back as much as you need to bring your arms and your entire upper body from hips to the chest aligned with your arms. If you need to bend your knees, do that. Feet close together. Typically, your feet are directly underneath your hip joints, even if your knees are slightly bent. It's not that you walked too far out, and the weight on your palms should not be too much. You're not holding much weight on your palms. The entire weight is on your feet. Now lift the right leg directly to the back. Keep the knees straight as much as you can. And without opening the right hip, keep the right hip still facing down like how it was before. Toes pointing toward the back wall. Knee pointing down. 5 deep breath. You can look up at the wall, flattening your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot down. Walk toward the wall. Release the arms, stand relaxed. Release the arms and stand relaxed. Veerabhadrasana is a balancing practice, but we are taking the wall as a prop to give us confidence and understand the mechanics. Then we will try this on the mat as best as we can. Take a deep breath, exhale. Feet close together, palms on the wall, shoulder width apart. Walk back and walk your palms down. Walk your feet back and walk your palms down. And your arms and head, your arms are now near the ears. You're gently looking down. Your arms and spine are in alignment all the way toward the hip. Now, shifting your weight onto your right foot, lift the left leg up and keeping the knee as straight as you can, lift the leg as much as you can. If you can bring it parallel to the ground, that's great. And look at the wall and flatten your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot down, walk toward your wall and hands on the waist, release. Separate your feet comfortably, stand relaxed. Such balancing practice can change the mood. Again, no right answer or wrong answer. Whatever the reality is, whether pleasant or unpleasant, that's how things are. Take a deep breath. Now let's practice this without the wall support. Come to the middle of the mat. Hands on the waist. Feet close together. Take your left foot back by a foot or foot and a half. Yes. Now, slightly bending the right knee, bend forward halfway from the hips. Now bring the back foot onto the toes. Now extend your arms toward the front. Even though your arms are not touching the wall, your palms can be facing each other. See if you can raise your arms up to your ears if you can. Now shifting your weight onto your right foot as much as you can, lifting the left leg up as best as you can. And either looking down or looking at your palms if you're comfortable. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot down on the mat, hands on the waist. Walk your left foot forward. Release your arms. Stand relaxed. Veerabhadrasana, warrior posture, third variation. Take a deep breath. Hands on the waist, feet close together. Walk your right foot back by foot and a half. Slightly bending the left knee. Bend forward from the hips. Keep the back as straight as you can. Back foot on the toes. And now stretch your arms toward the front. Arms parallel to each other. And then shifting your entire weight onto your left foot, raise the back leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back foot down on the mat, hands on the waist, straightening up and walk forward. Release your arms. Separate your feet comfortably, stand relaxed. Take a deep breath, exhale. Now let us approach Veerabhadrasana, second variation. Front of the mat. Let's start with the feet hip width apart. Namaskar Mudra. As a preparation for Veerabhadrasana second, we'll stick with Veerabhadrasana second variation directly. Feet, bring your feet close together. Namaskar Mudra. Inhaling, back bend. Exhaling, forward bend. Inhaling, right foot back, long step back. Look up. And then place the right foot flat on the mat and leave your right foot exactly where it was without shortening the stance. Hands on the waist, inhaling, come up and face the right wall. Now bring both your feet in line, aligned to the edge of the mat. You might have to move your right foot further back toward the left foot line to make it in-line stance. And now your hips, both the hips, including the left hip might be actually not wanting to come forward because of the fact that your left leg is pointing toward the front. Consciously opening your left hip, bring the left hip also forward. Start bending your left knee and send the left knee directly toward where the left toes are pointing to. If the left knee is coming inside or pointing inside your left big toe, consciously open your left hip to bring the left knee aligned on top of the ankle, pointing toward where the left toes are pointing. Now your spine is vertical. Your spine may be trying to lean forward toward the left knee. Correct the spine to vertical posture. Arms up to the sides. Relax the shoulders as you hold your arms up, gazing at your left fingertips. Veerabhadrasana, second variation. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the waist. Straighten up the left knee. Take a deep breath, exhale. Parsva Veerasana. Once again, bend your left knee and bring the left knee right on top. And remember, if the left knee is trying to get inside the left big toe line, open your left hip more. Place the right palm on the side of the right leg. Left arm up toward the ceiling. Next exhalation, slide your right palm down toward the right foot. Take your left fingers without straightening up the left knee. Keep the left knee bent. Take your left fingertips toward the back wall. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3. You're not putting weight on your right palm. Right fingers are just there for guidance. 2, 1. Inhaling, straightening up. Hands on the waist. Straighten up the left knee. Take a deep breath. Ashvasanchalana. Horse posture. Then left foot back. Plank. Adho Mukha Svanasana. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet close together. Inhaling, right foot forward between the palms. Ashva. Place the back foot flat on the mat. Hands on the waist. Inhaling, come up and face the left wall. And now adjust your feet so they are in line stance. And bring the right hip gently forward. And then bend your right knee and bring the right knee right on top of the right ankle. Keep the spine straight. Slide the back foot further away if you need to bring the right thigh parallel to the ground if you can. Arms up to the sides, parallel to the ground. Palms facing down, relax the shoulders. Gazing at your right fingertips. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the waist, straighten up the right knee. Take a deep breath. Once again, bending the right knee and bring the right knee on top of the right ankle. Place the left palm on the side of the left leg. Right arm up toward the ceiling, reaching up. Next exhalation, your left fingers walking down the left leg. Your right arm is near your right ear. 5 deep breaths. Keep the right knee bent. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands on the waist. Straighten up the right knee. Ashvasanchalana. Left foot back. Plank. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Knees down. Separate your knees comfortably and take your seat bones toward your heels and relax. Head down, relax. If this posture is not comforting you, relaxing you, Sukhasana, relax. Take a deep breath, exhale. Now let us approach Veerabhadrasana, first variation. Come to cat posture. Plank posture. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring your feet hip width apart. Inhaling, right foot forward. Place the right foot closer toward your right palm. Ashva Sanchalana. Place the back foot flat on the mat, hands on the waist. Inhaling, come up and face front, where your right toes are pointing to. Now, bend your right knee and bring the right knee on top of the right ankle. Keep the spine straight. Make sure that your back foot is 45-degree turned toward your front foot and it is flat on the mat. You might have to open your left thigh more even as you bring your left hip forward. Arms up, press the palms. There is no back bending here. Simply take the arms and press the palms. And if you're comfortable, look up and gaze at your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the waist. Ashwa Sanchalana. Right foot back, plank. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Keep your feet hip width apart. Next inhalation, left foot forward and place the left foot closer to the left palm. Ashwa Sanchalana. Place the back foot flat on the mat, hands on the waist. Inhaling, come up and face front where the left toes are pointing to. Take a deep breath. Bend your left knee and bring the left knee right on top of the left. And if you need to slide your back foot further back to bring the left thigh parallel to the ground, you can do that. But without opening your right hip is also facing the front. Your spine is vertical. Arms up, press the palms. And gaze at your hands. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the waist. Ashwa Sanchalana. Left foot back, plank. Ashtanga Namaskara. Knees down, chest down, chin down. Lie down flat on your stomach. Roll onto your back. Hug your knees, rock back and forth. Side to side, massaging your side muscles. After massaging the spine muscles, settle back down and surrender in Shavasana. Make any final movements you feel like making before surrendering your body to gravity. Eyes softly closed. A hint of a smile brightening up your face. A serene face. Life is all right now. A peaceful, even joyful face. Life is good. How fortunate are we to be here and aware. To have the physical and mental ability and the time and the space for us to practice Hatha Yoga. Among billions of people, very few get this opportunity. Surrender and stay with each breath. Relax. Relax. And stay with each breath. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently coming out of Shavasana and coming to any meditative posture. Taking your time. Taking your hands back. Inhale, growing taller. Exhaling, bending forward. Thanking Mother Earth. Inhaling, coming up. Rubbing your palms vigorously, generating heat. Massaging your closed eyes and gently blinking your eyes open. Namaste. Thank you all so much for giving me this opportunity. Have a good evening and a good day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Ji.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Ji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.